What is going on, guys? I'm back again with another video, and today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the G20 330i. So someone commented on one of my videos saying that they want a full model list on the G20, and this is gonna be the video for you guys. So this is my daily driver. It's a 2020 G20 330i. It has around 96,800 miles, and it's done me super good. I drive a lot, and when I say a lot, I drive a lot. I do an oil change literally every month. So that doesn't say anything, just know that this car is super reliable. Not only that it's reliable, it's so much fun to drive. It has good power, and it's just very comfortable, and it does everything you want it to do, which is why I love it. I just can't even imagine what an M340 feels like, but honestly, the 4-cylinder does so good on gas. With all these mods, I still get around 35 miles per gallon. That's literally what my 2019 Civic Si was doing before I tuned it. So mod list. Alright, let's start out with the engine. So as you can see, I have the IPOS intake manifold. This is the version 2. And it's called the B48 Max, from what I've seen. I know I should have gotten powder coated, but I want to save a little bit of money because this is an expensive part. And honestly, I didn't even do it because I wanted to. I kind of did it because I had to, because my stock manifold cracked. Not only that it cracked, I also had a bunch of oil in the intake manifold, so I definitely couldn't just reuse it. So with the manifold, I have a CTS charge pipe paired up to it. Next to it, I have a CTS intake. Now let's talk about the intake real quick. I honestly think this is one of the loudest intakes on the market, right next to MST, if not even better than MST. The reason why I say that is because, one, this is a little cheaper, and if you want that turbo sound, this will save you money and also sound super loud, if not better than MST. Now the reason why I say that is because MST does come with an inlet pipe already. It's all one piece, and this one doesn't even have an inlet pipe. I have the stock one. So imagine paired up with a inlet pipe, 100% will be so much more louder. But if you guys check out my previous video, I have a sound clip on this intake, and you guys see it for yourself. It's really loud. I also love how it looks in the engine bay. And right next to that, I have a FTP oil catch can. It does its job. I actually got to drain it today and see what kind of gunk I've picked up in there. But honestly, it does its job, and it fits perfectly there. You do have to either run it without the valve cover or make a cutout. But for me, I can't even put the valve cover on with the version 2 intake manifold. So that's kind of a downside. Now let me see. Oh, I also have a downpipe. So the downpipe is from Alibaba, if you guys didn't know. Hopefully you guys can see that down there. So it's a Alibaba downpipe. It looks a lot like all the other ones on the market, hint hint. But yeah, I got it for half the cost, and you guys will get it online. So I will highly recommend getting your parts from Alibaba, because all these companies just buy them from there and just resell them. And then paired up with the downpipe, I have a AWE exhaust. The exhaust looks really good on the car. I love how it looks, and I love how it sounds paired up with the downpipe. It sounds a little, not raspy, but it's just a different sound. Kind of sounds like a Porsche. Okay, well, it doesn't sound like a Porsche, but it's just the tone of the car that the exhaust gives it. It just sounds amazing to me. I do have my OPF filter, or resonator, whatever you want to call it. I still have that, so I do plan on taking that off in the future, but I'm not too sure. Hopefully I can take it off in the future or something. The reason why I didn't go with the track is because I just didn't want it to be too loud. I do have HOA where I live, so they don't want it to be an issue. What the hell is that? How did I forget this? No way. What the hell? Okay, well, that's my fault. Perfect. Alright, so one thing I forgot to mention, I also have a heat exchanger that fits perfectly well or pairs up well with the intake manifold. The heat exchanger is from Alibaba as well, and it looks very similar to the BMS one. Hint hint. So yeah, so I guess it's a Alibaba build, but honestly I don't care because it's still giving me the same outcome as if I were to buy it from all these brands from here. So that's pretty much it with the build. The intake manifold, charge pipe, intake, oil catch can, heat exchanger, downpipe, and exhaust. That's pretty much it. And keep in mind, guys, I daily this car non-stop, almost 100,000 miles, and it's been so good to me. Other than the normal stuff like the oil filter housing and the thermostat, so I went ahead and got an aluminum oil filter housing on this car because the stock one went out. I also changed out the thermostat since I was already in there because it was leaking. And I think that's pretty much it. And then all these coolant lines I've replaced with new O-rings, and I think 2 of them I had to cut and connect to the new lines with the intake manifold. So honestly, I think right now, I think this car is bulletproof, honestly. I did buy a smoke detector. I mean, not smoke detector. I got a smoke machine from Amazon for like 60 bucks, so I could plug it in and see if I have any leaks on the intake or on the manifold or just anywhere, just to make sure this car is running solid. But one key note that I want you guys to know: with this intake manifold, you do have to plug this port off, because on the stock one it connects right into the stock manifold, but this one doesn't have the plug in there, so you do have to either plug it up or reroute it. You can reroute it somewhere up top there, or honestly drill this part out, because there's nothing down there, so you could literally screw this and use a drill bit, just screw it in there and route it in there if you really wanted to, but there's no need for it. So you will have a check engine light if you decide to get this manifold, unless you have a tuner and you're tuned and they could code it out. But honestly, it doesn't bug me. It doesn't affect the performance of the car and all that. But that's pretty much it, guys, on this car. It's done me super well. Like I said, I've done my oil changes every month on schedule, and I do use liquid moly 5W30, and it's, I think, the orange bottle, the LL one. And I do the engine flush every 3 oil changes, and I do Ceratec twice a year, I think, with the Ceratec. And I do the liquid moly fuel system cleaner every oil change as well. So I think that helps with this car being bulletproof. You just got to be on top of maintenance, honestly. Spark plugs as well, cold packs. Once I hit 150,000 miles, I'm gonna go ahead and change out those cold packs to the Dynan one, or just go to the OEM ones, just like those. But if I really want to save some money, I'll just get the Dynan ones. But that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, also one other thing I changed out: the water pump. I changed out the water pump and this engine coolant line as well. So, and the serpentine belt. So that's what I'm saying. This car is bulletproof as of now. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm also lowered on H&R springs, and it looks amazing. I don't have plans on getting wheels anytime soon because I love the OEM Plus look, and it's a sleeper. Like, it's perfect. One day, so if you guys don't know, actually, I have an E46. I'm gonna do a separate video on this, but one day I want to get this car running perfectly so I could just garage this one and keep it like forever, like just keep it until I'm old. And one day this car will be looked at the same way people look at E46s right now, hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.